Imagine a place, azure waters, emerald hills, a land where the sky kisses the sea, and the hills are cloaked in a lush, verdant green. A place where every sunrise paints the horizon with hues of gold and pink, and every sunset is a masterpiece of fiery reds and purples, a symphony of nature's beauty. The flowers sway gently in the breeze, their vibrant colors a testament to the island's fertility. Birds glide effortlessly over the tranquil sea, their calls a harmonious melody that blends with the sound of the waves. This is Norfolk Island, a tiny jewel in the vast Pacific. But don't be fooled. While its surface may seem like a paradise, there's more to this island than meets the eye. The cliffs stand tall and proud, a silent witness to the island's tumultuous history. Beneath the surface, darkness lingers. The ocean depths are a world of their own, mysterious and foreboding. The mist that rolls over the dense forest adds an air of mystery, as if the island itself is hiding secrets, a history soaked in pain and despair. The ruins of old buildings stand as a stark reminder of the island's past. These historical landmarks with their somber atmosphere tell tales of hardship and suffering. A place where some say, the veil between worlds wears thin. The foggy forest path seems to lead to another realm, and the eerie twilight over the deserted beach feels like a scene from a ghost story. This is Norfolk Island, the cursed paradise. The overcast sky and dramatic landscape with dark clouds create a sense of foreboding. It's as if the island itself is warning visitors of the darkness that lies beneath its beautiful facade. This is not a place for the faint of heart. The rocky coastline under stormy skies and the windswept trees on the cliffside are a testament to the island's wild and untamed nature. It's a place that demands respect and courage. This is a place for those who seek the truth, no matter how unsettling it may be. The solitary figure standing on the windswept cliff is a symbol of the island's allure to those who are brave enough to face its mysteries. A place where whispers of the past echo in the present. The old cemetery with weathered tombstones and the abandoned buildings with peeling paint are a haunting reminder of the lives that once thrived here, and the stories that still linger. Are you brave enough to listen? The spooky forest during dusk and the close-up of eyes looking intensely in the dark challenge you to confront the island's secrets. Norfolk Island is not just a destination, it's a journey into the unknown. Are you ready to embark on this adventure? If you enjoyed this journey, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more adventures. In 1788, the British Empire established a penal colony on Norfolk Island. This remote island, located in the Pacific Ocean, was chosen for its isolation and harsh environment, making it an ideal place to send those deemed the most dangerous and incorrigible criminals. The journey to Norfolk Island was long and treacherous, with many prisoners not surviving the voyage. Those who did were met with a landscape that was both beautiful and unforgiving. It was a brutal existence. The island's rugged terrain and unpredictable weather added to the prisoners' suffering. The British authorities imposed strict and often inhumane conditions, believing that severe punishment would deter crime. The prisoners were forced to work long hours in the harshest conditions with little food and inadequate shelter. Prisoners, torn from their homes, endured unimaginable hardship, torture, starvation, disease. The penal colony was notorious for its brutal treatment of inmates. Many were subjected to physical and psychological torture designed to break their spirits. Starvation was a constant threat, as food supplies were often scarce and of poor quality. Disease ran rampant with little medical care available to those who fell ill. The island became a living hell. The dilapidated prison buildings and desolate landscape bore witness to the suffering endured by the prisoners. The dark, ominous skies seemed to reflect the hopelessness and despair that permeated the island. The isolation and harsh conditions created an environment where survival was a daily struggle. Their cries for mercy lost to the wind and waves. The relentless crashing of the waves against the rocky shores and the howling wind seemed to drown out the prisoners' pleas for help. The island's natural elements added to the sense of isolation and abandonment, making it feel as though the prisoners were completely cut off from the rest of the world. Years later, the colony was abandoned, but the darkness remained. The prison was eventually closed and the remaining prisoners were transferred to other locations. However, the scars of the past were not easily erased. The abandoned prison ruins and overgrown cell blocks stood as a haunting reminder of the island's brutal history, etched into the very fabric of the island. The names of prisoners carved into the stone walls and the weathered buildings bore silent testimony to the suffering that took place. The time-worn scars on the landscape served as a constant reminder of the island's dark past, a palpable sense of sorrow and suffering. The island's somber landscape, often shrouded in mist and dark clouds, seemed to carry the weight of the sorrow and suffering that had taken place. The melancholic views of Norfolk Island evoked a sense of mourning for the lives that were lost and the pain that was endured. Was it the residue of so much anguish, or something more sinister? The eerie fog that often enveloped the island, the dark, mysterious forests, and the unsettling shadows cast by the landscape, all contributed to a sense of unease. It was as if the island itself was haunted by the ghosts of its past, leaving one to wonder if the lingering sorrow was simply the residue of so much anguish, or if there was something more sinister at play. Locals will tell you the island is haunted by the tormented souls of its past, whispers in the dead of night, unexplained footsteps echoing through empty corridors, faces glimpsed in windows gone in a blink. One tale speaks of a young woman, Emily, who fell in love with a convict. Their forbidden romance ended in tragedy. Now, they say, her mournful cries can still be heard, searching for her lost love. Even today, visitors report a strange feeling on Norfolk Island, a sense of being watched, an unsettling presence that chills them to the bone. Some dismiss it as an overactive imagination, others aren't so sure. They speak of cold spots in seemingly warm places, of objects moving on their own, of disembodied voices calling their name. Are these merely tricks of the mind, or is there something more to these disturbing accounts? Over the years, there have been numerous reports of unexplained events on Norfolk Island. Disappearances without a trace, strange lights in the sky, electronic devices malfunctioning without explanation. One particularly eerie account tells of a group of hikers who lost their way in the island's dense forests. They claim to have encountered a shadowy figure that seemed to vanish into thin air. Were they the victims of a collective hallucination, or something more sinister? Section 6. A gateway to another realm? Some believe that Norfolk Island sits atop a powerful energy vortex. This vortex is said to be a focal point of spiritual and cosmic energies, creating a unique atmosphere that is both enchanting and mysterious. The island's natural beauty, with its lush greenery and stunning ocean views, only adds to the sense of otherworldliness that many visitors report feeling. A thin spot in the veil between our world and the next. This concept of a thin place is not unique to Norfolk Island. It is a phenomenon recognized in various cultures around the world. These are places where the boundary between the physical and spiritual realms is believed to be especially permeable, allowing for a greater connection to the unseen. This, they say, would explain the island's strange occurrences, the heightened paranormal activity. Stories of ghostly apparitions, unexplained lights, and eerie sounds are common among locals and visitors alike. Some have even reported feeling an inexplicable presence, as if they are being watched by unseen eyes, the feeling that something else is present. This sensation can be both thrilling and unsettling, leaving a lasting impression on those who experience it. The island's dense forests and secluded trails only add to the sense of mystery, as shadows shift and the wind whispers through the trees. Could it be that the island acts as a conduit between worlds? A place where energies converge and the ordinary laws of reality seem to bend? The dramatic landscapes with their rugged cliffs and crashing waves create a powerful backdrop for these speculations, a place where the boundaries of reality blur. As night falls, the island takes on an even more mystical quality. The twilight sky, painted with hues of orange and purple, gives way to a canopy of stars that seem to shimmer with a life of their own. It's easy to imagine that in such a place the line between the known and the unknown might indeed be thinner. And if so, what does that mean for those who dare to visit? For the adventurous souls who set foot on Norfolk Island, the experience can be transformative. Whether they come seeking adventure, spiritual enlightenment, or simply a break from the mundane, they often leave with a sense of having touched something beyond the ordinary. The island's mysteries continue to draw curious minds, each hoping to uncover a piece of the enigma that is Norfolk Island. Section 7. The Weight of History. There's no denying the dark history of Norfolk Island. The suffering endured by countless souls, the countless lives lost. Is it any wonder that the island carries a heavy weight, that the past refuses to stay buried? Some believe that the island itself is cursed, marked by the atrocities committed upon its shores, a place where the echoes of pain and despair will never truly fade. Section 8. Curse or coincidence? Skeptics argue that there's a more logical explanation for the strange occurrences on Norfolk Island: the power of suggestion, the human tendency to find patterns in random events, the allure of the unknown. They point to the lack of concrete evidence, the subjective nature of many accounts, the possibility of hoaxes and tall tales. Could it be that the curse of Norfolk Island is nothing more than a myth? Section 9. Would you dare? Norfolk Island remains an enigma, a place of undeniable beauty and undeniable strangeness, a place where the line between fact and fiction blurs. So the question remains, would you dare to visit? Would you brave the island's dark history, risk encountering the unexplained? The answer, my friend, lies within you. But be warned, once you've looked into the eyes of the unknown, you may never be the same. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.